Hello everyone, and welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast, the official podcast of competitive browser gaming, where our motto is, I'm a bit lightheaded. Can I sit down for a second?
Oh, yeah.
As always, I'm your host, Keiron, and with me on the mic are Clabs and Apfel Lord.
This is a great motto, and also I just realized how much it fills me with joy every month again to hear this starting line from Keiron. It's nice. Claps is back.
You want some water,
Yay.
man? You want some water, man? I can get you some snacks. You want some goldfish?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that'd be good. Let me go, I've got a drink. I got some...
You got a drink? You're gonna be alright?
Yeah,
Okay.
Baja Caribbean Splash.
If you guys don't know, we're actually recording this podcast on McDonald's in the Himalayas, so we're kind of high up right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
We're a bit low on oxygen right now. I should have brought something with
Yeah.
some
We actually have
oxygen
some...
in it.
Clabs, do you mean we have some actual Mountain Dew here then?
Yeah,
No.
we
From a mountain?
I went and harvested it this
Real?
morning. Here, Nick, have a little. Hey, Nick, have a little sip, Nick.
All right.
How's that?
Yeah, that tastes like water.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Yeah,
I kind of am
it is
worried
kind
there's
of
some
Dew.
false advertising going on the Mountain Dew side because this does not
Yeah.
taste like
Yeah.
poison,
Mountain-
like a
Yeah.
good poison.
Mountain Dew is such a relaxing name,
poison.
and then it has packaging that goes so hard.
What is the
Kind
thing?
of true.
The thing with Mountain Dew is they package it in a green bottle because it's a yellow drink, and it doesn't look very appealing when you
Oh, like
start in a transparent
like
bottle.
Monster.
Oh man, I don't know why any company would release a drink that is by default yellow.
Mhm.
Just does not seem sensical to me.
I have to assume it's a restriction of the what they made, but I don't know if that's correct because I'm pretty sure all sodas would actually be clear if they didn't
Right?
goop
Yeah.
in some coloring. That's why you got
Right.
Crystal Pepsi, which is just Pepsi without the coloring or
Yeah.
whatever.
And then they thought, all right, let's add a little yellow in it and ship it.
It's
You're
like,
good.
yeah, I don't, Mountain Dew, that
Mm.
drink could easily
Yeah.
be passed with just green. You could make that drink just green.
Right?
Yeah. Do they wanna just what is this called? When you go between two things. Do they wanna not bridge the gap? Do they
Mhm.
wanna thread the needle?
Mhm.
Thread the needle. I'm sorry,
Oh, yeah.
everybody. It's Nick tries to guess correct English words for
You're
an
pretty
hour.
good
Yeah.
at it, though.
I love the
Um,
series.
It is. They try to thread the needle between looking exactly like Sprite and tasting close to it, and it being a nuclear drink
Yeah.
because green is a weird color for something to a liquid because it's poison.
Yeah,
right?
Sprite is also in a green bottle, but that's clear. No, they patched that out. Sprite's in a clear bottle now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
because they don't want people identifying their litter in the Great Pacific Garbage
Oh,
Patch.
yeah. That's a Sprite bottle.
Ouch.
Yeah, look at those Sprite bottles in the garbage patch. Well, the thing about that, Nick, is that Mountain Dew doesn't taste anything like Sprite. It tastes like poison.
It's not good.
Sprite tastes like sugar water that's sparkly,
Yeah.
and someone maybe spritzed in a little bit of artificial
Yeah.
lemon lime flavoring. Mountain Dew kind of tastes like death, like a bottle of death.
I'm not sure if I agree, but I do agree with the wording you used to describe it because if I remember correctly, a direct lyric from an Everything song is black brown sticky sugar water, or what you can assume is Coca-Cola or
Mhm.
something.
I mean, yeah.
I like that.
It's really weird because all of the other flavors taste like something.
It's just default Mountain Dew. It's default
Yeah.
Mountain because Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Oh,
Right?
Oh, that's pretty good. Hey,
Somebody
that's,
say, that's a pretty good flavor.
yeah, that's actually kind of nice. That's actually.
Yeah,
hey, you
I'm
guys
gonna be
want-
honest.
Yeah.
I'm
That's my
gonna
favorite drink.
die on this hill. I stand for a little more respect for
Default Mountain
the
Dew.
basic Mountain Dew, default Mountain
I'm
Dew.
gonna ask you
Vanilla
a very
Mountain Dew.
important question.
It's not the best.
Nick, do you ever drink Mountain Dew not having a salty snack to go with it?
Mm.
Oh. Wow. You know what? That's an extremely good question.
You're
right.
You can't have like
You're
a
absolutely
glass
right.
of Mountain Dew without basically refreshing your mouth with something salty.
Isn't that insane? Because the drink is supposed to be the refreshing thing.
Yeah, right. On every other flavor, I can have a sip of water in between, and it's still good. I don't need a salty snack.
I also think we've never shot into a soda segment this early.
I guess it kind of is a soda segment, and it actually relates to a soda segment that I have prepared.
Well, here we go.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a segue. I want to talk to you about this thing. Taco Bell debuts first ever Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato. Why don't you take a look at this little thing? This thing looks kind of good.
All right, let me Google that.
Look at this thing. It looks like a little barrel of toxic waste, but kind of in a good way, though, right?
That looks like a tub of ice cream.
Yeah.
That does look like toxic waste. Like when there's a cartoon that just recently, I believe, in the One Piece live action thing. Shout out to that, by the way. They took something that looked exactly like this, and it was poisonous, and they wanted it to look poisonous. So yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like window cleaner. Kind of looks like antifreeze.
Yeah.
Taco
I'm not
Bell,
sure what I think of this.
in partnership with Mountain Dew, announces the release of Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato, the first ever gelato to hit a Taco Bell menu. The iconic Taco Bell beverage becomes an exclusive item in a one-restaurant test in Irvine, California.
One restaurant.
Available for 2 weeks. So if you want to go all the way out to Irvine, California, they have it for 2 weeks.
You'd think they'd do it in at least 2 states to see how anyone else feels about this product.
You know, and
I think they just want to... In case people
yeah.
die from this, they just want to be able to
wanna...
scrub it under.
Yeah, they want to
do.
Yeah, they want to close as few Taco Bells as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing, though. I want
If this is actual toxic waste.
The press release guys for Mountain Dew, I'm starting to get a little ticked off. I'm starting to get a little annoyed by them because of how they always they've released this in one restaurant for 2 weeks, and I want you to hear the audacity of how they talk about this.
At this point, it just really sounds like ChatGPT wrote them. But yeah, go on. Please.
This is from Liz Matthews. This is the first time we're releasing a gelato, and we are so excited to see how fans enjoy this sweet and creamy indulgence. Baja Blast is iconic to Taco Bell and has its strong fandom, so introducing it in gelato form feels right. As the end of the summer nears, this is the perfect treat to wrap up any Taco Bell meal. Dew Nation's passion for Baja Blast runs deep. At PepsiCo, we love to create unexpected ways to thrill fans and are pumped to join forward. Guys, it's one restaurant. It's one restaurant.
One restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like,
your fans
we're doing the peeps a favor.
Yeah, your fans in the rest of the country are going to love this.
Dew Nation? More like Dew Province. Dew Street.
Right?
Like Dew
Village.
Yeah.
corner of the street, single Baja.
People
Club.
in that one street
there is a
in
Dew
California
Nation, but they
are gonna
don't
love
get
this.
They don't get this.
No, I don't know if they want this either, but they definitely don't
Probably
get it.
not.
You guys, do you hear?
What?
There's some. Do you hear some boss music?
I don't know.
What is?
What? Oh no!
Did somebody say AI generated soda?
Oh goodness!
It's me, Dr. Kleineman, Vice President of Disruption. Oh, I'm taking over this podcast.
Of course you are. Wasn't it enough that you got your own video game?
During our soda segment?
Oh, don't you fret, Keiron of the SRCast. I have a soda segment of my own. Your small town Baja Blast does not impress. But I heard someone speaking about ChatGPT and sodas, and I felt so inclined to inform you. Nick, Future Flavors Coca-Cola launches its AI-designed drink for Y3K.
What?
That's right. They got an
And what do you
AI.
have to do with this?
Well, I'm here to disrupt, and I'm here to show you. I'm all about Bitcoin. I'm all about NFTs.
Show me the article.
Here we go.
Duxa.
Taste the future, co-created with AI.
This is a Terraria potion.
Do you want to hear a really like bad taste article like run headline for this?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, by Johnny Wasif on the press release for Coca-Cola 3K. If we make it through climate collapse and nuclear holocaust, we may just get a chance to taste a new Coca-Cola flavor. There's no need to be afraid of missing out. It's made available in several global regions.
Several global regions?
Did Coca-Cola just acknowledge that they... a company like Coca-Cola should really like tread lightly on this topic.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. We hope Coca-Cola will still be relevant and refreshing in the year 3000 as it is today.
Yeah, hopefully the top 10 companies survive the climate disaster that
Yeah, they'll definitely be around in year 3000.
Okay,
So we challenged ourselves to explore the concept of what Coke from the future might taste like, and what kind of experiences would a Coke from the future unlock, said Oana Vlad, Senior Director of Global Strategy of the Coca-Cola
Does
Company.
anyone... In the UK, we got space flavor Coke. I never tried it. More of a Pepsi guy. I still have no idea what that was supposed to mean.
Probably tastes like nothing, like most of
Yeah.
space. Dude, here's the thing. We're 23 years into the year 2000, and they're already like they're thinking of the year 3000.
Yes!
How often do you think until the year 3000? Hopefully we make it until then, really. How often until that year do you think they're gonna run this dang like campaign and frame it the exact same way?
Well, Nick, they're trying to avoid people thinking about today's disasters by making them think about tomorrow's delicious beverages.
Ooh.
Tomorrow's disaster.
Tomorrow's
Coca-Cola
disaster.
Y3K Zero Sugar is a co-creation of human designers with AI to merge the experience of people around the world to create a new flavor fit for a 21st century palate. Not the 21st century palate. No. This is going to taste like garbage. The sugar-free version is available for limited time in the US, Canada, China, Europe, and Africa. An additional drink with real sugar is also only available in US and Canada. The new recipe is combined with a futuristic design on the can and a Y3K
This AI knows what it's talking about.
Camera users can envision their life in the future through the lens of the world's most popular drinks company. Oh, are you excited?
I am whelmed. Here's my question. Yes, also, is there no sugar in the year 3000?
Maybe not. Everyone realizes it's bad for you and they stop really eating it.
What,
Mr.
sugar?
Kleinerman, the last thing before we kick you off this podcast.
Oh, no!
You said it was in Europe, and then you said only...
Only the sugar version is in the US. Only the sugar version.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly agree, Keiron, by the way. Literally, like, quoting what Keiron wrote here.
Yeah.
Between Mystery Fanta and Space-Flavored Coke, I think the Coca-Cola Company are leaning hard into not telling you what their bad drinks taste like.
Yeah, they really
Redacted.
are, aren't they? Yeah,
Like,
they really don't want to describe what
Yeah.
it tastes like.
If you're a if you're a Coca-Cola Company fanboy, are you going to be drinking anything but the real thing?
Right?
Like,
Is anybody really a fanboy of the most popular drink in the world?
Well,
I
you
mean,
answered your own question, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, no, at some point it becomes, you know the thing where if you...
You know what they call
think-
soda in the south of the USA?
Coke.
Coke.
I see. I see. No, the point is, at some point, something becomes so popular that it's just like the mainstream to like it. You know what I mean?
It's like
at some point you're not a
experiencing
fan
it
anymore.
is
Yeah.
the standard. Experiencing it is the
Yes.
standard. It's
Yes.
not like
Like,
the thing you go out of your way
I
for.
cannot be a Coldplay fan, I believe.
You really can't.
You can't. it's just what plays on the radio, and you're good.
Oh, fair enough.
Interesting point, Nick. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure I entirely agree, but I think it's very
I'm
interesting.
not sure how many
thought
people I
idea.
just offended. But here's the thing. I'm asking. I don't know how many people I just offended, but probably not that many because there's not that many diehard Coldplay fans.
Nick, we're gonna lose our Coldplay. We're gonna lose our.
No, I'm not off the podcast yet, Clabs.
Oh, no.
I'm here to reveal to our audience what Y3K kind of tastes like, according to several taste reviews.
You have not even tasted it.
It tastes like vaguely like raspberries. It tastes vaguely of raspberries.
I'll just drink like blue raspberry sneak or like.
No. That's blue raspberry.
Blast.
This is like real raspberry, kind
Ooh,
of.
red raspberry.
Yeah.
Oh, like, real.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like it tastes like Coke, really.
No.
I don't know why a Coke fan would really seek this out, and I don't know why a non-Coke fan would really seek this out either. It sounds kind of like a flop. I think you're probably going to see these things in the grocery outlet.
True. You know, for what do you call this now? This is an interesting question that I just asked myself. Do you think in, say, 1,000 years, or even in 100 years, Coca-Cola is going to taste the same, or very different to what it tastes today?
We're getting new Coke.
Yeah. We're going to get new Coke, and it's going to be delicious. All right, get out of here. Shoot. Get out of here.
And Knuckles.
Get out.
Okay, here's my honest response, Nick. I pray to God above that Coca-Cola does not exist in 1,000 years.
Right?
Our world is in a dire strait if Coca-Cola is here in 1,000 years. Like, this is not.
I always love to quote Shalebridge whenever the topic of do you like Pepsi or Coca-Cola more comes up. What Shalebridge said was, I think I quote directly here. They're both large companies that I'd like to see burn. Or something like that. So yeah, you're completely correct. This is the best scenario probably. And until then, we're gonna, I guess, keep drinking Baja Blast.
Baja Blast! Now that's a drink.
That's
Yeah.
And not eat the gelato. Not that I ever could eat
You
the
literally
gelato.
couldn't in 1,000 years. That's going to be a unique human experience. Few have known to eat the Baja Blast gelato.
Born too early to die in World War One. Born too late to drink Coca-Cola Y3000. Born just in time to grab a can of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
That's true. We live in a new
off the
age.
Fridge.
We live in an age where you can get Baja Blast in a can. Here we go. Born too early for Baja Gelato to be the common ice cream
thing. Yeah. It's like vanilla now.
I don't think Baja Blast replaces vanilla.
I don't know.
What do you
There's
think?
a world. There's a world, Keiron. There's a world. They make a synthetic Baja flavored vanilla bean, and they scrape that stuff into everything. It's like just a classic sweetener.
Honey, could you get me the Baja syrup? I'm making
Get out of here!
I'm making
Get
a
out of
cake.
here!
Get out of
No,
here!
this-
Put that in the Heinz remix machine.
Oh yeah, a little Baja dressing. Ooh, what do you think about Baja Ranch? What do you think about Baja Ranch? Does that tickle your taste buds?
Can I drift? Can I take the exit on this soda segment?
Yeah.
And ask a slightly related question to what we talked about earlier.
Sure.
Do you ever think about how crazy it is that we lived to see the start of the internet?
Yeah.
Or do you think, like, in all the big inventions that are gonna be invented, and like all the things that are gonna be invented, the internet is like just one little pawn?
I think it's a big thing. I genuinely think that AI is going to do some really scary things in the next, like, 10 years.
Yeah.
I think people are going to be able to just generate an actual just video of anyone doing anything, saying anything.
Absolutely.
And that's going to...
I'm already scared of that.
It's like a frightening thing that
Yeah.
we're going to be, like, experiencing.
Nothing's gonna be real.
We're gonna live in a very
Except for what you
strange
see
world.
before your eyes. And not your eyes looking through an Oculus or something.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So misinformation is gonna be kind of nutty. Like, there's it's going to completely change how everything works.
Although I think, even though there's gonna be like a very, like, dangerous and scary time where people have to adjust to it, I think it's just what people are gonna be taught then, and our view on what is real and what is not will just completely shift. Maybe it'll even go so far that people will start to like reality more. Like, now there's this, this is strange, because now I feel like
I agree, Nick.
There was a trend of movies not using CGI or saying they didn't because CGI was starting to be viewed.
Yeah, totally. Like, even now, like, I'm saying this like it's a new thing. It's probably not. People bring this up all the time. Is Jurassic Park the first one, I believe?
Yeah.
You still used a lot of like actual props, and that's why people still can, enjoy it today with with the visuals. And I know at some point, and maybe we're already at that point where CGI, if you put in the time and money, can already look, pretty much realistic. But we're still humans after all. Still like reality.
Genuinely, I think people are starting to lose their taste for the fake. Like, they're liking less stories that are about deception. A lot of stories are now like revenge stories about people getting like deceived. There's a big trend in that. There's go outside. Do you see people doing like street magic anymore? Like, people doing cards and like sleight of hand. People don't like being tricked anymore. People don't enjoy that.
Dang.
I think people are starting to get kind of tired of AI.
No, definitely.
And so I totally agree. I think there's going to be a big movement of people kind of starting to go back to doing more like physical activities, and stories are going to be less like, dreary or superficial or whatever.
Hopefully the metagame for misinformation on the internet stays the way it was.
Yes. Like, I never thought about it like that, and that's that's a great point where I don't really see people being tricked on the street. Not that I saw it that much when I was younger, but when I walk around like the city and whatnot, what I see a lot, and what I like to see a lot especially, is people making music.
Yeah, live music. Nice. Very real. It's very analog.
Yeah, I love to see live music. I don't know why. It's like, I still enjoy listening to music, like, because it's great. Through
it's real
on Spotify and whatnot.
It's real. You see the instruments.
Absolutely. There's something so cool about watching, like, even though I'm not really, I don't think I would enjoy, like, classic. I don't enjoy classical music like that a lot. I never listen to it online or whatnot. But I think I would like love to be in like a concert hall where just classical music is played live by people with like the, with the real instruments. I don't know. This sounds super stupid.
No, it's not stupid. It's not. It's your brain is craving genuine connection and genuine sounds and a world that isn't filled with like lies, which our world is like kind of going into.
And either way, it's super inspiring to see people like be experts at at a craft, and music is one of them. Anyway, speaking of experts,
I want to know where I was last week.
You want to know where Keiron was?
Yeah.
I went to Insomnia 71 in Birmingham. To watch the Splatoon 3 UK Championships put on by Nintendo. Squid Games!
Literal Squid Games.
Yeah.
I already like sent the photo to Keiron once where I was at Gamescom not so long ago in Cologne, and I watched like a little bit of competitive Splatoon, but this, Keiron, I believe you told me, is different because I found out that like competitive Splatoon is not turf war.
It ain't.
For some reason.
Real competitive Splatoon does not play turf war, but Nintendo hosted competitive Splatoon does. So
yes.
on Saturday, they had a last chance qualifier where 8 teams showed up, and the top 2 teams qualified for the finals on the Sunday. The other 6 qualifiers for top 8 were 2 separate tournaments at Insomnia 70 in April, 2 online, and 2 at a random convention in Manchester, one of which I went to and placed second.
Yeah.
So that was like last month. But then the main event, Insomnia 71 on the Sunday, Championship Sunday. So the way the UK Championship rule set works is it's best of 5, but with one of the points being best of 3 turf war.
Oh.
So if you go 2-0 in turf war, you're 1-0 on the set, and then you have to win 2 games ranked.
But those are not turf war. Those are what, just like running around the map and shooting and get each other?
No, it's the 4 ranked modes are zones, which is 2 splat zones in the middle, tower control or TC, where you ride the tower to the end of the other team's base.
Yeah.
Rainmaker, where you carry the bazooka to the other team's base, and Clan Blitz, which is kind of like football.
My feelings on Splatoon have changed a lot over the years, and I would like to give my official clabs in defense of turf war.
I'm with it. I
want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
So a lot of I too was of the principle that sometimes it kind of just feels random. Like it just feels like, okay, we did super good, and then oh no, the last 30 seconds are the ones that matter the most. And that it is true that the last 30 seconds matter the most. But the whole game, if you're playing smart, is about working up to those last 30 seconds, being defensive, holding on to your lead, and not throwing it at the last second. And if you're losing, being able to get the amazing comeback in the last 30 seconds, which makes it even the music is these last 30 seconds you have to be being really smart. It's now or never, right? So I see a lot of people play have a lead, and then they try to we're in the lead, I'm gonna individually go push into the enemy spawn, or I'm gonna do some guru stuff, so I want to get 90% win. And it's well, that's how you throw the game.
Yeah. When I'm in that situation, I always try to run past the 4 members of the enemy team that are in my base, but they always seem to see me do it. So
when you're losing,
end up winning more.
When you're losing and there's 4 people in your base, that can be pretty tough.
It is, as they say, so over.
If you can actually get your stuff together, and you can get them and you can win that, because you can win that. And in a lot of other game modes, that is literally unwinnable if they're so far up. All of the games, when the other team is really winning, of course it's hard to win, to get a comeback. But I think Turf War has a lot of potential, especially when the teams are evenly matched.
If
I think
all 4 of you are in a voice call, I think you can do it.
Exactly. I think the issues of Turf War come with the bad matchmaking.
It is just solo queue.
They have you'll just randomly get teamed up against a 4 squad, or you'll randomly, and you're playing solo, and it's this isn't fair. Mm-hmm. They all are communicating. I can't communicate. But in the perfect world, if you have a competitive setting where you're with your teammates, you're all playing at the top level, you're able to communicate. I think it's a good game mode. I think the problem is that it's the casual game mode. So you deal with the bad matchmaking, and you deal with the bad balancing, and you deal with the random players who are just being goobers.
So that's how they played in the finals of the Nintendo licensed event.
What do you mean?
On these really weird chairs that are kiosk chairs.
Oh,
and they're just round and not very comfortable.
Mm. Yeah.
The qualifier in Manchester got convention chairs that are actually nice.
Yeah.
Not Nintendo chairs.
Well, but wait, did you remind me again? Did you participate in that on?
No, I didn't.
On that Sunday,
I didn't play on. I didn't play at I-71.
Okay.
So the finals of the Sunday were on the main stage from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, I need you to know that Insomnia 71 closes at 6 p.m.
What?
Oh.
And they gave
What?
They gave half an hour to each set.
All right.
So it's from 4 to 6,
Oh no.
and each set was half an hour.
Okay, so they did.
So for winners finals, they did the standard best of 5-7 that they've been doing, except they had a few delays before the start of game 1.
Yeah, because it's
goodness.
not gonna all perfectly be running exactly every
goodness.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
I
Also,
see where this is going.
Also, I want to add that Nintendo didn't stream any of the qualifiers or finals, so the community
goodness.
had to do it for them.
They didn't stream the finals?
Nintendo did not stream their own event. I believe Nintendo of Germany got a stream, but the UK Nintendo is just not as well prepared.
What?
Okay, so how did this end?
This is a major event, by the way. So winners finals was Chewits Mafia versus Spark.
Yeah.
Spark took the set, moved on to grand finals. Losers finals was a best of 3 ranked modes only, because they found out there that they were short on time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
And
yeah. Chewits
Did
Mafia,
they have to like cut the grand finals short? Oh, sorry, you were.
Yeah. The Chewits Mafia take losers finals 2-0 and move on to grands to rematch Spark. So grand finals of a major event hosted by Nintendo,
Not streamed,
where
by the way.
the winner qualifies for the European Championships in Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So that should be cool. That goes to game 3. Game 3 goes to overtime.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Chewits wins and resets the bracket.
No.
So it's 5:30 p.m. Insomnia 71 closes at 6. The lights are on above the main stage.
Everything else is closed?
Security are kicking everyone else out, but they're letting Splatoon stay to play the grand finals bracket reset. Set 2, best of 3.
And it's all. Are they all doing? They're just doing they're doing ranked modes, right? At
Yeah,
this
this
point?
is best of 3 ranked modes only.
That is insanity. All right, you can't.
Okay,
You
would
can't
like
have a
some
tournament.
context?
You can't have a tournament where people are playing football
The rules
and
say-
then
and then
everyone's
suddenly
prepared.
it goes 5-a-side.
Everyone's been practicing football. Everyone's been playing football. You got football players. Everyone's prepared to play football, and they're like, football
then
matches take too
suddenly-
long.
And then suddenly losers finals is soccer.
Man.
Okay, but like they were doing ranked modes in the winners finals.
Yeah.
But like they usually Splatoon sets are best of 7. In normal, like actual competitive Splatoon, sets are best of 7 all ranked modes.
Mm.
So to have a grand finals that's best of 3 is absolutely unheard of.
That's kind of insanity. That's actually like
That is kind of insane.
they're just
That
trying
is-
to rush them through and be like, all right, who's the best?
Yeah.
Who's the best? All right, keep going. Keep going.
Alright, Spark won. Spark took the set 2. They got their picture. The Splatoon community all got the picture.
Ah.
It turns out that someone in the community brought a camera with them and recorded the entire event, so you can go and watch it.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
If you do want to.
Yeah, there were community set up hand cam streams.
So strange. Nintendo, what are you doing?
Nintendo of the UK, we have Dude. We have that SRB2 Dude. Why do we have the worst Nintendo when it comes to running Splatoon events? Like,
That is insane. The whole like At least Splatoon is not like tennis where they can literally go like a game can last days.
Yeah.
And they like say, okay, we have to. They just go back and forth for this
at
whole
least
time. We
there
have to
is-
delay it till the next day.
Yeah,
and
there
then
are
they do it
time
again.
limits on games of Splatoon.
Yeah, but still, this is insane. It's actually
Do you want to know? Do you want to know how much notice we got that the qualifier was even happening?
Oh no.
Yeah,
I do.
We
I do want to
got a
know.
week.
A week.
Yeah,
week.
Nintendo announced for the Manchester qualifier at least. They announced that they were there a week before the event.
Do you think Nintendo just kind of? I don't even know. Did they not see the profit in that?
I think it's just Nintendo UK because other countries got great streams and great championships. We
Yeah.
had 2 online qualifiers, 4 in Birmingham and 2 in Manchester. How did they not have a single qualifier in London? I was expecting, like, if it's going to be a full UK tour, it's going to be 7 qualifiers in London and 1 online, right?
Yeah.
Would have been
kinda
nice to
crazy.
have 1 in each county. Like, they called it the UK and Ireland Tournament Championships. 0 qualifiers in Ireland.
What?
Yeah.
I
2
guess-
online, 4 in Birmingham, 2 in Manchester.
What a bunch
like-
of goobers. They're all
what
goobers.
A bunch of goofs. Nintendo. Sign up if you're British and you listen to this. Sign up for Breeze. It's a community-run event.
Well, they're gonna shut that
Sounds
down.
nice.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
A funny anecdote because I watch the Yu-Gi-Oh championship sometimes. They
A Konami
did,
as
like-
bad as Nintendo.
Oh yeah. No, they're not. They're. I mean, here's the thing. They did like the qualifiers for the finals, the European Championships, the American Championships, and whatnot. Those were all like really nicely set up with some great casters and cool locations where people could go to and actually like watch the whole thing.
That's cool.
It was nicely set up. And then for the finals, for the big
World
finals in
event.
Japan, World Championship, they kind of, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just like, okay, yes, then in Japan, different people probably handle it. But that was just so unfun to watch because there was so much like time in between the like games where just nothing was happening. You were just watching like a Dia show and some like commercials of products between the games for an hour or something.
Yeah. I will say, Konami Arcade Championships is kind of like that. I just think Konami of Japan don't know what they're doing.
Right?
As-
And they like it's the freaking finals. It's the freaking finals, and the people are playing in what looks like a storage room. It looks with like on white tables. The walls are all white. No like nothing anywhere. It's the like grand final, the final game or something. The final games were on a big stage, but it is so strange to me how they think that like gives you the feeling of this is a big event. Same with Nintendo now, which is why I brought that up.
Yeah.
It's so
from a DDR hater to a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, that's my quality.
that's con my quality. I can't believe a company like Nintendo that is so huge, just like can't find the means to.
They just
do a
totally,
proper
they
event.
just totally screwed us over.
Kind of.
Actually, I will say, you want to know how many teams were at the qualifier that I played at in Manchester?
4.
4 teams.
4 freaking teams.
Actually,
Showed
4.
up to the
That's
convention. on
that's
Sunday.
unacceptable.
I believe the Saturday was a bit busier, but that's the day I didn't go because I think I've got things to do on Saturday. I'll just go on the Sunday and play some Splatoon. 4 teams signed up.
Oh goodness.
My team of myself, a competitive player that's in the forums with me, and 2 pickups, went 3-0 against the other 2 teams in a round robin format, which is not a bracket.
No.
And then 0-3 against Spark. Yeah.
Wow.
And then top two of the round robin went to the, quote, grand finals, one set, single elimination. Spark 3-0'd us again.
To be fair, I don't know what they expect if they give you 1 week to sign up.
Right?
Like,
one of the
you better be in this city right now, or else you're...
The team that was placed second at the Saturday event was called 8 days' notice.
I will say, if there was any time to get like a first place trophy in a Nintendo event, it's like
it would be
Sunday.
It'd be Sunday at an unknown convention in Manchester.
Right.
It isn't even at the Central Convention. Like, it's in some hotel.
Oh my goodness.
Same hotel Breeze is gonna be at, by the way. Huh?
Oh man.
Do you guys think they're gonna like keep doing the ranked modes just because they're shorter, like after the disaster of this, or are they gonna keep doing it?
I don't think Nintendo will ever learn. I think no, because the Nintendo of Europe are hosting the EU Championships in Germany. I think they're gonna have a better crew than the UK one.
Yeah, okay.
That's the thing. Nintendo of Germany are kind of hype.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm not sure if I feel the same way. I mean, at Gamescom they were really cool.
Either Insomnia needed to give them more time, or Nintendo needed to organize their event better. Or they should have just let Chewits Mafia and Spark qualify, because they're both really good teams.
There we go. That'd be an idea. Speaking of events, I don't know. Gamescom was really hyped too. It was. I was there only on one day. It's like was it the Friday, I believe. I forgot how cool these events are, and I hope Insomnia. Other than that,
or
were you just spending the entire time on that Splatoon thing?
I mean, Saturday there was a community meetup at the Nintendo booth after the qualifier, so I did that. Hung out with the Splat UK people. Those guys are sick. They are carrying competitive Splatoon by doing Nintendo's job for them.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to.
There was an expo. There was a LAN party. I brought my laptop, plugged it in,
Yo, did you play SFT against people?
I did not.
Oh,
I
should have brought my laptop to Gamescom and just like shown off SFrT exclusively.
That would have been so funny.
Just brought 2 controllers and duked it out against people.
Speaking of all these like game tournaments like screwing up, did you hear what happened with the Valorant esports team?
Oh, what happened to them?
There's this team, I think it was Evil Geniuses.
Oh yes. They're known.
Yeah, they like won, but their like contractor didn't want to, like, when you win you go to you gotta be a big go to the big tier. You go to tier 1 and you gotta like be on the world stage. But to do that, you need to sign a contract that said you'll like give your players food and housing. And the contractor was basically running this team as like a skeleton crew. There's basically no budget in it, but they somehow won. But because they didn't want to pay for all of that, because it was like $1 billion contract, they just said no, and then nobody goes. Like nobody got to join tier 1. Second place doesn't get to go. First place quit, so nobody goes.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
We live in a society.
We do truly live in a society.
Gamers are the most oppressed people.
It turns out for Valorant, if you and your ragtag friends somehow won the tournament, if you didn't have a contracting company that could pay $1 billion, you actually just couldn't go to finals anyways. Like you couldn't go on the world stage, even if you somehow
That's
won
messed up.
On your own. Yeah.
Like, I don't see how that's possible because I only follow grassroots esports like Melee and
those grassroots people could not actually go play Worlds because they couldn't,
because you had to pay that much money to just be there.
Yeah, and then no one would go to Worlds if you won the qualifiers.
They put the sports in esports.
Nice. Sports are just
Sports are messed up. Like the sports metagame is to just buy good players.
Kind of. It's just another way for these dang capitalists.
Companies.
Say your
I'm sorry,
truth.
I'm sorry.
Say your truth, Nick.
I'm just
Exploiting the working sportsman.
I'm not.
exploring. We truly live in a society. I say it time and time again. And what we also say time and time again is that it may be time for some final Q&A before we end this episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do
Talking
that.
about how bad capitalism is. By Edward Muggs. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I don't know what that was.
Yo! Shout out
That was
to...
the capitalist pig
yeah.
in me. Just
you can
so right.
purchase stuff
You're
in a
so right.
non-capitalist system.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Shout
true.
out to Joser's, Rusting Robot, and
Rusting
Truly Azul.
Robot.
Yeah, Rusting Robot's a patron now.
Yeah.
He's getting
Oh, that's
just the mug
awesome. Shout out.
Yeah.
for 3 easy payments of £7, I think.
Nice.
true.
I love
Thank you.
Patreon.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
What
I always
First
say
question.
from time to
Oh,
time
sorry.
is
Right.
actually no, we're not doing the outro yet. Let's do some Q&A.
No, let's do Q&A.
Yeah.
Okay. A big question, in my opinion, from the Bagcast. This could possibly be its own episode. Let's see how it turns out. What do all the boys main in SFT? This is probably already asked. No, it was not. It was not.
We've never been asked that on an SRCast Q&A box before.
And Keiron did reply, but I do want to hear from Clabs, then Keiron, and then
Clabs.
maybe I'll throw in my,
Who's your
Alright.
SFT
my 2
pick?
cents.
Well, I'm not a
Who
boy.
would you play?
I'm not a boy,
Yeah, that's true.
but I do.
The
I like playing Phantom.
Phantom is a classic.
Yeah, the projectile is like slowish, so it like lets you approach really nice if you like put it a little bit
Yeah.
into the air.
Yeah.
They got pretty good auto, like a basic attack. Their ult can like be dodged or something. That always like
Yeah,
happens.
you
That
can,
someone,
you can shield. You can shield the combo 5.
some people that happens sometimes. Sometimes it goes through anyway, and it's nice when it does go through. But
Yeah.
honestly,
In
just
SFT, yeah.
just having the good basic tool of a slow projectile, the teleport is not terrible. I don't
Slow
tend to use
projectile goes crazy.
it. Slow projectile goes crazy. It does a lot of
Yeah.
damage, and that's basically the only reason I like
If
that.
if Phantom and his Shadow could still move at the same time, I would probably play him more. I'd probably use the combo 3 more.
You know, SFRT has a lot in store for Phantom
For
mains.
Phantom enjoyers.
Honest. Just today, funnily enough, Clabs, we patched out that you could shield the
Nice.
E5, the hand. And what it did was basically, because the hand now, like,
It was a multi-hit.
constantly it's a multi-hit where it constantly applies the
Yeah.
stun, and if you had the shield on, it would combine with the like
You'd get
the
stun locked.
the weird like stun that, or the little like the hit pause, I call it,
Yeah.
which would just constantly like trigger, and you'd have this machine gun sound of the hand trying to grip like the character and the shield going off.
Wonders.
We had to be
Wonderful.
patched. But also, you know this thing in. Do you ever play, or if people in the US or in the UK play dodgeball, do they also sometimes play it with 2 balls?
4.
The dodgeball
More?
I play has you fill the place up with like 20 balls.
What?
Right?
Yeah, and it's kind of a free for all.
I'm playing the wrong version of dodgeball.
Are you guys in Deutschland playing dodgeball with
2?
1 ball?
1 or 2.
That's kind
No
of
more.
lame. That's kind of lame. not gonna lie.
Sometimes they mix it up. They give you medicine balls.
They
No,
should do
those
that
exist
here.
too. No, we got medicine balls too. Okay, so the big thing is you can hold a dodgeball and reflect dodgeballs that are thrown at you. They're kind of cushy.
Yes.
They're cushy
Yeah.
here. They're made of like kind of a softer material here. They're kind
Yeah.
of foam balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People go rapid.
I know
with
exactly
them.
what you mean.
Yeah.
But basically, when you throw out the one as Phantom and then go attacking your opponent, that's like you do the thing in dodgeball sometimes where you throw a dodgeball up slowly at them.
Yeah, lost.
So they kind of like are concentrated on that, and then you hit them with the fast one.
That's Phantom E1.
That's Phantom E1 and then rushing in.
You can
I love
explode Phantom E1 in air too, right?
You can do that in
Yes,
old
yes,
SFT.
absolutely.
Yeah, I like being able to do that because it lets me cancel it if I need to, and also like gives me a little area. Like it makes a little bit of a temporary zone of denial.
Exactly. So it's great. And now in SFRT, you can even throw out multiple ones. So
good.
Keiron, what's your favorite?
In SFT, I think my mains.
Pick either one.
Yeah, my mains are Null or Arc, but I'm good at all 5 of the characters.
Now, for the bits you have played in, or for the times you have played SFRT, has that changed your opinion at all?
I don't think so. I think they're all still my boys.
All right.
Phantom's my boy, Null's my boy, Arc's my boy, Xavier's my boy, and Edward's my boy.
I agree with you, especially on that last one. I think Edward.
True.
I always also really like playing a secret 6th character that nobody will hear anything about until.
Is it Clab's Candlesmith?
They're making more characters.
Dang it! It's yes, quite.
It's
again.
Waluigi.
It's it is Waluigi. No, but I
let me add a character. They're a chef character. They have a big pot head, and they collect ingredients on the map, and they make a stew, and they splash stew, and they can, and they have a big knife and spoon, and they have crusted bread.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah. Make that character.
We have 7 buttons to work with. No, I think Edward is still my favorite now, especially now that he's not super bad anymore.
Yeah, Edward's fun in Retournament.
Yeah. Another funny thing, just today I replaced Lunara's sprite in Monster World in the preview with the new one because I could not stand it anymore. The new one is much more superior to the old one.
Lunara and SFRT.
Lunara.
What are you talking about?
The characters, you will see some of those in Super Fights Tournament.
That's a classic insider joke. No, that is our answer. I think Edward especially got some cool changes. Phantom obviously got a visual rework, and lots of his attacks now work a little different. And the Bagcast, I hope you will enjoy all of them once they're released in SFRT.
In the Super Fighter Retournament game for the Scratch programming language.
Yeah.
Quick answer for the next question before we end the episode. No clocks or no socks by Arctic Animator.
No clocks. I don't really have a clock around me. Like I have a timer. I have a digital timepiece.
Wait,
but
does no clocks take the clock off your phone?
No,
I was gonna say that too.
If it does, I mean that does make it more interesting. I feel so sad in a world without socks.
True.
Wear stockings.
Socks,
okay, acceptable.
Yeah.
You wear stockings.
My feet
Yeah,
hurt
you know what?
thinking about this question.
I don't like. Yeah, no. That's
I'm getting blisters even thinking about this.
All right, no socks, but I'll wear leggings.
Real.
One more tiny thing. I just wanted to say thanks to everyone who's been doing more Kind of World stuff. I started it up again.
Yeah.
We got some pretty cool chapters. I drew a bunch of pilgrims. Almost every pilgrim who talked on the profiles at the time were added to the comic. Hope you all appreciate that. And I thought it was pretty fun.
Can't believe I missed it.
I had to make new one. I made new pilgrims for people who just randomly interacted on that. But some of them were tiny,
cool.
Pretty small.
This is our Scratch Saga episode 3.
That is kind of true. I have yet to check in to Comet Adventures again. I think the last stuff I saw from that was maybe a month ago. Don't hurt me.
But I haven't done. I mean, a month ago I did a bunch of stuff, but I haven't done a lot since.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm cool.
The most recent Candle World thing I've done is comment bees on the Theory Studio.
Yeah, yes.
Bees.
You would not believe your knees
if 10 million bumblebees.
I love 10 million bubbles. Anyway, I just wanted to say it so I could
love
have
you guys.
Thank you for working on Candle World, and I can't wait to see Gumblegerd too.
Yippee! I gotta finish this before I can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Please.
That's the episode.
That's the podcast.
Who knows what we're doing
episode.
for the after show?
Nobody knows.
And we will see you soon. Thank you for listening. Thank you for
Thanks for-
supporting us on Patreon.
Bye.
See, the recording is now stopped.